Hello my dear artists, welcome to another step-by-step tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to use Color Pep's 72 pencil set from Muppet. And of course, as you can see, we are going to draw the Vegito from the Dragon Ball universe. These are the shades that we are going to use. These are the all shades that we're going to use for the skin color, potaras, for the hair, for the kimono, for everything. So basically we are going to get a little brief of the materials now, and we are going to be straight diving into the step-by-step tutorial that will be going to divide it in a few parts. Also for this tutorial we are going to need the archival ink. This is the one of the best from the Sakura Pigma Micron, and we are going to use 0.05 and 0.4 millimeters pencils. Yeah, this is also the very important to give that authentic look. And of course we are going to need the HB pencil or any other pencil that you are going to choose to draw the initial drawing of the Vegito. And very important, to erase everything but not fill the marks of the regular eraser, we are going to need a putty eraser, and this is going to be basically all the materials that we are going to need. Also you're going to need the paper. You can choose whatever paper you want to choose. So we are going to be looking for the skin colors now. These three pencils are skin colors, three shades. These are for the potaras, earrings that he is going to use to fuse with Goku and Vegito. Next one is the blue colors and shades for the hair. All the colors that we're going to need. These next one are for the kimono, the orange that Goku wears, and this is for the last part of the kimono that Vegito uses, and this is also the darker blue colors. So all in all, let's get started. So let's get started with the first thing. We're going to do the earrings, potara, with the first tone. The brightest yellow, almost the fluorescent yellow that we have. This is for the left part of the earrings on both sides. We're going to apply the pencil very lightly. Do not press very much, just a gentle touch. It is very important. The next, we are going to take the second shade. This is a little stronger yellow, and we are going to apply it at the center of the potara, at the earrings, on both sides. We are going to do the same technique. And now we are taking the third shade. Third shade is to give it a more 3D look. You're also going to do this on both sides and press it gently. And now we're going to do a thing that it's called the blending. We are blending all that we've done with the first and the lightest shade that we have. Now that we did that, we're going to add a little bit more color, the darkest shade from these three, because we need a more 3D look. Blending took away a little bit more color. And now when we finish that, we are going to do with the silver tone, we're going to do the top of the earrings. Just blend it and press it very lightly. Yes, just like that. Now we are going to take the black shade. We are going to do this in two colors. Yes, and apply it on the right part of the earrings, on both sides, to give it a more 3D look. And of course, we're going to take the white pencil and blend it all out. It is very important. While blending with the white pencil, it releases a little bit more of the white. It's not very dark because we use the black, but it's not very dark. Now clean it all up with the makeup brush or any other brush that you are going to use. It is your personal choice, honestly. So now we are going to be ready ourselves to apply the skin tones. We also have the 3 shades for the skin tone, and it is very important to go from the lightest skin tone to the darkest. So now let's get started. With the lightest skin tone, we're going to apply on the face of the Vegito. Yes, just like this. And we're going to apply it on all the parts that are going to be light shaded, not overly, yes, with light pressure. Do not press way too much because you don't need to get the shiny surface. You're going to need to have a little bit more blending in the future. So you need a little bit more tooth of the paper to get the better blendings. So apply it very lightly, apply the color, but not way too much. Yes. Just repeat to apply on the all parts that I just did and I'm doing right now. Just be relaxed, very composed, apply it very lightly. That is very important. Yes, we're going to do now the left side of the face, also with a very light pressure, just like that. Yes, we're going to do around the eyes. Do not press too harsh, just a light pressure and going on the all sides. Now we are doing the part in between the 2 stripes of hair. Yeah, because why are we doing this? Because we need the parts that we're going to put the other 2 shades to be white, to have a better blending. With the color pencils, you need to blend with the lightest shade. That is how you blend the color pencils. So you need to leave that part, apply the other shade, then go back with the lightest shade and go over it to achieve the best smooth possible blendings that you can achieve. That is the correct way. Yes, you see it? Now we have the first layer of the skin tone. It's already starting to look like something. Yes. Now we are going to be applying on the body parts, on the neck. Just repeat and follow all the parts that I'm doing. It's very simple. And you're going to achieve the same results as I did. Yes. You see? We are going to do this on all the parts. Now we're going to do in this part below the chin. It also needs to be left a little bit of the white of the paper. Now on the part of the chest. Just a smooth blending. Do not press it way too much. Just apply a little bit of pressure, but not way too much, because after this we're going to do a second layer, then third layer, then go back with the first pencil that we did this to blend it all out. So you need to have a little bit of the tooth of the paper, not way too much pressed one color, because you will get in problems later when you need to blend. Trust me on this. Just be patient and apply all the layers correctly. Yes, just like this. On the right hand side of the neck, we're applying. Now we are going to do the right hand. Or the left. If you look it depends how you look. Yes. And of course, remember always to leave a little bit of the space of white, that you will get the lightest shade later when you blend it all out. When you get a little bit of the pieces of the color pencils, of course you use the making brush to brush it off. We're applying it to the other hand, the lightest shade. Yes, just like that. It is amazing. If you see any parts that you need to apply a little bit more or add a little bit more color, just again slightly apply it, not pressing way too much, because you will have a problem later when you need to blend it. So basically that is all it for the first layer, and now we're going to go with the second layer. So right now we are going to start with the second shade for the skin color, and we are going to apply it on the right side where we just did it. Yes, like this. You're also going to be applying it with the light pressure. You're applying it with the pressure, but very lightly, not way too much. Now on the other side of the head, we're going to do the same thing. Why are we doing this? It's very simple. We are trying to achieve the 3D look, for the best 3D look that we can get. Yes. Now apply it on the right side of the nose. It's already starting to look a little bit more 3D. That is the ultimate goal for us, to try to achieve the 3D look of the character that we are going to be drawing. You see now where we left the white of the paper, we are now applying the color. And that color is the pure color that we are applying. If we didn't leave that part, we would have a first shade of the color, and we would not be able to apply the pure color that we need to apply for this. Yes, we are now doing the ear. We're doing the left side of the head. The same process. We are not changing anything. We are just leaving a little gap between the head and the hair, where we're going to apply the darkest shade that we have. Yes. We're going to apply this second second shade, the mid-tone just beneath the eye and above the eyebrow, and it's already looking a little bit more 3D. We didn't do the blending. We are waiting for the third shade to apply the blending, where we are going to get the complete 3D look. But for now, it's starting to look a little bit better. Fix it if you see some parts that you are not liking, that is not fit to the maximum that you are trying to achieve. Add a little bit of color. Go over the areas that you are, yes, just like this. Now apply it on the neck. Also follow, it's very important, follow what I am doing for you to get the easier. Just repeat. Yes. Now do it beneath the chin. Can you see? Already you're getting a little bit more of that 3D look. He's starting to look like, oh yes, here is a shadow, here is the little bit of contours of the face, of the muscles. You're now doing it for the chest. Yes. Slowly, 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 applying it, applying it, applying it. Not pressing too much. You need to be very patient with this if you are going to get the look that you desire. If you're starting to apply way too much pressure on the pencil and the paper, it's going to blend out and you're going to get the shine look that you cannot do anything with that anymore. You need to wait for that to be almost finished to get to that part, to get everything done properly. You see, all the mid-tones are now applied. I'm checking to see what there can be done more. We're going to the right hand side of the bicep. Yes. And we're going to do the same. Add the mid-tone to the muscles. The same process is applied to the left hand side. Apply it with a very lightly pressure. And you can see it's already starting to look a little bit more that we desire. It's starting to get there. So now we are going to take the darkest shade that we have, the third shade of the color for the skin, and we are going to apply it also very lightly, but of course you must see the color and everything. You will feel it when you start to draw. You will feel how much pressure you will need to apply to get the certain color. It's not overdoing it or getting it way too shiny. Just follow all the parts that I am shading. Now we're doing it on the right hand side of the face. You see, we're doing it on the parts where we left a little bit of the white of the paper. And now we're getting that shade. Exactly. Just like that. Apply it. And now we have a 3D look. It's not perfect right now because we need to blend it, but we need to apply it on all the sides Yes, now on the ear, all the parts that are the darkest shade need to be applied. The left ear, just repeat and follow all the tutorial, and what I'm doing, just repeat it and you will get there. Yes, we're doing it on the neck, beneath the chin. Can you see now? It's starting to look a lot more 3D, the thing that we are trying to achieve in the first place. All the parts that we have left to have the darker shade, we are now fulfilling it. Yes. And this is starting to look a little by little the finished product that we are trying to achieve, the finished painting. Can you see now on the part of the chest? And now a little bit with the release of the pressure, we're going to blend it with the mid-tone. Yes, you see now? A little bit, a little by little. Yes, and we are blending it right away with the light pressure of the pencil. Of course, we are going to need another layer of the lightest shade, but we are getting there. Yes, now apply it on the right hand side. Yes, and blend it. Amazing, amazing. Oh, can you see it now? This is starting to look a little bit more what we need. Of course, in the process, when you need to get of the paper the extra parts of the pencils that are going to stick when you blend and everything, you just use the makeup brush. And now we are going to do the final blending. Get to the parts that need to be, yes, can you see? We are adding a little bit of dark, a little bit of lighter shade. I forgot to put it on the right eye, and now I fixed it. And now we are going to do it with the lightest shade, and now all it's starting to get together. We talk about how you don't need to press way too much, just a light pressure, because we are going to use the technique where we blend all out with the lightest shade that we have. I apologize for the misspelling. Yes. You see, now we are going to get all the areas filled with the lightest shade that we have. Going with second layer of the lightest shade and blending all out. Now it gets a little bit more of the color. We're blending mid and dark tone right away. Can you see? It's starting to look amazing. And we're going all over the face with that. All the parts of the face needs to be covered and blended correctly. We're going to do this on the neck, on the chest. All parts need to be blended. in order for everything to look a little bit more of the 3D, the maximum that we can get out of this. Yes. You can see it right away when we blend how unified does that look, right? Just be patient, blend everything out. You see, now we are blending the lightest, mid, and the darkest tone. The lightest, mid, and the darkest tone all blend together. Yes. And how does this look? Clean everything up with the makeup brush. Now we're going to the right hand side of the hand. We're going to get, yes, on the bicep part. Blend everything out. Again, it is not hard pressure. It is a light pressure, but going over and over and over and over these parts. And now you can feel the white of the paper with the lightest part, because that on the light part of the paper, it is the first layer. The second layer is on the mid section. Yes, and now feel it on the chest and everything, and you're still getting the lightest shade in the one layer with the lightest shade. Amazing, amazing. Just repeat. Just repeat. That is going on the left hand side. And all in all, clean everything up. This is the final result that we are getting. Amazing. So this is all for the part 1. Part 1 is the skin shading, and we did the potaras. And in the second part, we're going to continue with the coloring of the hair. See ya!